I'm back, and I decided to show you my dog Spanky because he's really cute and he's really happy, and there's a point to this too. And the point to this is that when I'm in my prayer space, yeah, he yawned, didn't he? Maybe Spanky could be in my prayer space with me. So in the mornings when I wake up, Spanky comes out and he sits with his mommy, right? Yes. He sits with his mommy, and we have prayer time together, me and my dog. Because he has a soul too. He's just really just next to me while I pray. So I'll say, bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye. So that's Spanky. And now we're going to move on to the next part, which is where I'm going to read you the gospel. And it's the same gospel that you heard at Mass. And afterwards, if you want, you can read it here in the narration form that it's in with your parents or some friends, or read it yourself so that you can even better understand it so that you can answer these questions. I'm going to read it to you now. And this is out of St. Mary's Press Catholic Youth Bible. So maybe you want to buy one of those. It's a really wonderful Bible, and we buy them for all of our 7th and 8th graders who are in our program. So if you're in our program at Holy Rosary St. John, you don't have to buy this yourself. The Gospel according to Luke. Since many have undertaken to compile a narrative of the events that have been fulfilled among us, just as those who were eyewitnesses from the beginning and ministers of the word have handed them down to us, I too have decided, after investigating everything accurately anew, to write it down in an orderly sequence for you, most excellent Theophilus, so that you may realize the certainty of the teachings you have received. Jesus returned to Galilee in the power of the Spirit, and news of him spread throughout the whole region. He taught in their synagogues and was praised by all. He came to Nazareth, where he had grown up, and went, according to his custom, into the synagogue on the Sabbath day. He stood up to read. He was handed a scroll of the prophet Isaiah. He unrolled the scroll and found the passage where it was written, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring glad tidings to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, and to proclaim an acceptable year to the Lord." Rolling up the scroll, he handed it back to the attendant and sat down. And the eyes of all in the synagogue looked intently at him. He said to them, "Today this scripture passage is fulfilled in your hearing." The Gospel of the Lord. Now the priest reads that at Mass, or the deacon, not a lector. Lectors or readers read the first and second reading, and sometimes, if a cantor does not sing it, then they read the responsorial psalm. But always, a priest or deacon reads the Gospel and gives us the homily. I'm mentioning that because today we are learning a lot about the liturgy of the Word in our weekly. And I want you to understand that the Gospel is the story of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Also, the first 4 books of the New Testament. The word means good tidings or good news. And the Mass is one of the very important places where, during the liturgy of the Word especially, we hear this good news. Now I want you to take some time to think about that Gospel reading, and if you want, you can read more about it here. Read it in a play or narrative form, and then you can answer the questions, and I will see you for the next video.